what is a letter of intent or LOI? How did you find out that someone wanted to buy your company? So, as I mentioned in my brief introduction, I was able to go through an acquisition process for my previous startup, Beat The GMAT, last year. So if you have acquisition questions, feel free to hit me up with those because they're still fresh in my mind, the experiences and the insights I have from that. So LOI, for those of you who are new to this acquisition term, is a letter of intent. And when you're going through an acquisition process, there's sort of two important documents that you're going to receive. At the relatively beginning part of your acquisition is an LOI, letter of intent, that you receive that outlines the basic terms by which a company wants to acquire your startup or your company. So this is a very important document because it is the first thing that is sort of official in writing that indicates that someone wants to buy your company. And then at the end of the acquisition process, once you go through all your due diligence and all that stuff, and I have a lot of insights about what it takes to actually close a deal, you receive a definitive purchase agreement, which is the final contract that has all the details. It's a 50-page document about how the company is going to acquire your company. So letter of intent, hopefully I defined what that is. It's sort of that document up front, a very, very important document. Really important that you negotiate your LOI well up front because you have a lot of leverage when you are negotiating an LOI. At that point, it's before you sign it, you can do a lot on your side to negotiate terms to be more favorable for yourself. Once you sign an LOI, what's commonly included as a term is that you're in an exclusivity period, meaning that you're locked out from negotiating with any other acquiring party for anywhere between 30 days to 90 days is pretty typical. So at that point, the leverage completely shifts over to the company that's trying to buy you, where you don't have the ability to play off other companies that are interested in you. You're completely locked out from those discussions legally. So just think about that and keep that in the back of mind if you're in a position of negotiating LOI right now. How did I find out that someone wanted to buy my company? So it was pretty interesting how that went down. I was looking for some partnerships along with my business partner. We were kind of going around looking for different education partnerships to expand our business, and flat out one of the partners that we pitched to pretty much stopped us mid-sentence and said, why don't we just buy you guys instead? So it was a very direct response of, hey, we want to buy you. What would be the next steps? And that sort of kicked off the entire process. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about what that process looked like pre-LOI and post-LOI, feel free to ask your questions. And we should certainly have time for those.